What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Cardboard Dreams YouTube video. Today, we're going to be talking about two very specific and very important generic attack action cards. And those cards are going to be, those cards are going to be Exude Confidence and Command and Conquer, okay? I had a request in one of my box opening videos to cover these two cards similar to the Zephyr Needle and Dorinthia's Reprise. And for new players, these are very difficult cards to get around. Typically, when a new player is presented with a power card such as Command and Conquer, they're losing their arsenal or their entire game's messed up, because this is a very powerful card and it takes a long time to learn how to play around. So we'll start with Command and Conquer, actually, because Exude Confidence is a lot more complicated. But Command and Conquer is very simple, so for new players, we're just going to knock this out of the way. Command and Conquer has two abilities. It's an attack action that costs 2, blocks 3, which is fantastic, and it pitches for 1. So Command and Conquer is special because it's the first card that defense reactions could not be played. Okay, so not only does it prevent the opponent from playing defense reactions, it also destroys their arsenal if it hits. This is a very powerful on-hit attack if timed right. It can do one of two things. One is they can have a very powerful setup card like Shadow Puppetry in their arsenal, or they can have a defense reaction like Flick Flack. So if you're playing against a ninja, you could lock their Flick Flack in their arsenal and then destroy it on hit. There's a lot of cases where you may have a ninja who has a Flick Flack in arsenal and a Sink Below in hand, meaning they're only going to have 3 other cards to block with. And when that happens, they are in significant amounts of trouble, because that means they're going to have to block with their 3 other cards to stop your Command and Conquer. This is where you typically see Command and Conquer being especially effective in Blitz on Ira, because the second attack will get +1. But we're also seeing Command and Conquer be very useful. I mean, it's useful in all heroes, but particularly in Bolton's via the Vanguard turns, on Shadow Puppetry turns. So if I can go Shadow Puppetry into Command and Conquer chain, we're getting a 7 attack with Go again, and that huge on-hit effect, meaning that I can potentially destroy my opponent's defense reaction before I go off with, like, say, a Nebula Blade and whatever else I have that turn. It also works somewhat well with something like an Art of War, which is right here. Art of War, you can give it +1, you can give it Go again. So that's very basic tech. I mean, Command and Conquer is nothing new, so we're going to fly by that. However, Exude Confidence, new with Monarch, is a very complicated card. It has 2 new effects. One, we have never seen an attack action with an instant that has a pump. It has a built-in pump should you have enough resources, making it especially effective with Ninja and Bravo is where we're seeing it a lot of the times. But Exude Confidence, I'll read out the card for you guys. While Exude Confidence is not defended by a card with equal or greater attack, the defending hero cannot play or activate instants or defense reactions on this combat chain. Also, as an instant, for 3 resources, you can pump it by 2 attack. Now, I think it's very important, and I think the first thing that people should know is that the combat chain is not part of the entire turn. So what does that mean? Let's say I play Exude Confidence, I don't get blocked, and now my opponent is stuck with this Flick Flack, and they're stuck with the Sink Below. We'll just pretend these are in hand, right? They're stuck with both of those. And now I'm coming in with another Kodachi, a Kodachi, and a Fluster Fist, okay? At no point can they react with a defense reaction during this combat chain. Same thing with Kano. Kano cannot pitch for 3. He can't pitch for 3 and look at the top of his deck. He is not able to use his hero ability during this combat chain, making Exude Confidence a very lethal attack for Kano. However, it is important to note, and this is the key number 1 for Exude Confidence, is the combat chain is not part of the entire turn. Meaning if I fail to kill Kano before the combat chain is over, when I pass priority moving to my end step, meaning right before I get rid of my pitch zone and, toss everything in and put something in arsenal if I have it, if I get to that point and Kano isn't dead, then he can absolutely unload on me, and my hand's more than likely empty. So you want to make sure that you can guarantee a kill and force Kano to get through all of his block and finish him off there. The other thing about Exude Confidence, and we're actually going to go into the official rules of the Monarch release notes, and I think that everybody who can should be taking a look at release notes whenever possible. I just lost the release notes. Okay, here we go. Yep, so you want to be looking at release notes, and you want to be looking up cards specifically to see what the rulings are. So at the beginning, it'll just read out the the effects over here, power defense, but it's very important to note that there's two things, right? Is the instant ability, the ability to prevent opponents to play instants, only happens when only happens after the card becomes an attacking card, meaning my opponent can respond. So like if I start my turn with a Exude Confidence, that means like an enemy Kano can instantly just start pitching and trying to kill me. It also means, like, let's say you have a Sigil of Solace and you're on the opponent's team. Let's say my opponent has a Sigil of Solace. It means that they can play it right when I'm bringing this Exude Confidence down to gain 3 life. So that's really important to know. And if you're going up against Exude Confidence, you absolutely want that to be part of your rule of thumb. There's the Sigil of Solace over there. And so something else important to know is pretty much everything on here, but the main reason I made this video is going to be for this window up here, which is if Exude Confidence can be pumped while it is on the combat chain. Meaning Exude Confidence, if I'm all the way at Kadachi, so let's say we replay that turn that I just played, and we've got Snapdragon Scalers, we've got Kadachi, right? Okay, so like let's say my opponent blocked with a Flying Kick. So we'll look up Flying Kick here. And Flying Kick satisfies the ability of Exude Confidence, meaning my opponent can now actually use defense reactions while Exude Confidence is blocked by Flying Kick, which has 5 attack. However, should they have a defense reaction, let's just say they've got a Flick Flack Red in Arsenal, right? They've got a Flick Flack Red in Arsenal, and I can guess that. Something that I can do is, in my Kadachi swing, I can pump up Exude Confidence. The damage will not go through. Something that's important to note is that the way this play would work is I play Exude Confidence, my opponent uses Sigil to get it out of the way, or rather blocks with Flying Kick so that they are then able to use Sigil in the reaction step, and they have a Flick Flack and Arsenal. So I'm coming through, and let's say I play an Enlightened Strike after this. Something that I can do during the attack step, right? So I'm going to E-Strike for 7 here. Something that I can do during the attack step of my Enlightened Strike before they are able to play a defense reaction, before we're in that reaction step, is I can actually pump Exude Confidence all the way up to 6. So we went from 4 to 6 damage on this Exude Confidence, and now Exude Confidence is no longer blocked by an attack with 5 or 4 or greater, something equal to Exude Confidence, because Exude is now at 6. Furthermore, my opponent can't actually block Exude Confidence again, right? Because we've already moved on from the chain link. So I think that is the most powerful thing about Exude Confidence, is its flexibility. And I think that's something to keep in mind. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to make a very, very quick video talking about this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this was informative. And if you take anything away from this, make sure that you're taking a look at release notes. It covers all the cards in a set, Frontline Scout, Ironhide Helm, whatever. You can look it up, and you can get the information that's going to help you get the edge on your opponent. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.